What is up, guys? I'm Daddy Fred, back again with another Pokemon Go news update video. Now today, just like Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we have a ton of news to cover today because we got new updates on the game. Of course, that means new data mines, new stuff found in the data mine, and new bug fixes and stuff like that. And I'm going to start with on the top layer of stuff from Niantic, their press release on PokemonGoLive.com. So let's pull that up first and see exactly what they have to say about what is in this new update. They say Pokemon Go updated two versions, 0.81.1 for Android and 1.51 for 1.51.1 for iOS. It says trainers, Pokemon Go is in the process of being updated. Two versions that I just read. It said details from our development team. It says it's resolving a bug that prevented trainers from powering up their Pokemon to their max CP. That will totally suck. I'm glad that that's not in the game anymore. I haven't ran into that myself. Of course, me not being a, I'm gonna control every gym type of Pokemon Go player, but I do love just jumping in and collecting Pokemon. But that has been resolved, so you can now max a Pokemon CP. That's pretty cool. It says resolving a bug that causes trainers contributions to reset while rejoining a raid battle. Kind of don't know what that means, but I think that, and if you do, let me know in the comment section below, that if you were in a raid battle and you got kicked out because of all your Pokemon had fainted, you rejoin, it will kind of reset what you did. Again, let me know in the comment section below if it happened to you. I kind of never ran into that issue again. And then it says various bug fixes and performance update, the Pokemon Go team. And that's all we get from the PokemonGoLive.com. Again, I'm gonna have a link in the description below. This is where Niantic again updates what is new for the Pokemon Go games. And now I'm going to jump into PokemonGoHub.net. I'm gonna have a link in the description below. And as you can see, they basically talk about the data mine for the new update, which they find 7 moves, blacklist tweaks, Unity upgrade, and background audio fixes. They also find a couple of legendary Pokemon in Celebi as well, who's a mythical Pokemon. But we're gonna go over that in a second. To go over this first, it says trainers. The Pokemon Go the Pokemon Go Hub data mine of the latest 0.81.1 APK is complete. Code-wise, it has a lot has changed, making this one of the biggest updates to the game lifetime. And yeah, we're gonna get tons of information as far as not tons of information. We're getting tons of stuff added to the game because of Gen 3, because of the new moves, because of the new stuff that they want to add to the game as far as how they're gonna be implementing the raid battles and stuff like that. Yeah. This is gonna just get a bigger and bigger and bigger game as generations go on, and this being one of the biggest updates is a good sign for not only Gen 3 coming, but also stuff down the line in the future. It says the official release notes highlight only a few changes, and they go over what I just read. And it says although there was no minor text files in this release, we still managed to dig up some interesting info. So now let's go into those interesting info they digged up. It says hidden deep in the APK and not yet usable visual effects for 7 new moves were added. We have a couple of the moves: Doom Desire, Draco Meteor, Psycho Boost, Surf, Takedown, a fast move, Waterfall, also a fast move, and Yawn, a fast move. It says this makes the first appearance of Generation 3 relative moves in the APK, as these moves are signature moves for a number of Gen 3 Pokemon considered the following. Doom Desire is Jirachi signature move, which is a mythical Pokemon, which blows my mind that it's in the game already. That must mean a couple of things, that again, that they're probably testing the waters on mythical Pokemon, bringing them into the game and seeing how they're going to be played. Mind you, we haven't gotten any mythical Pokemon as of yet, Mew being the first one, and not yet in Pokemon Go, not yet placed by, you know, a legendary raid battle or whatever the case may be. So mythical Pokemon, how they're gonna roll that out is still a big question mark. So the fact that they have a mythical Pokemon move, signature move, in the game is a good sign. Then we also have Draco Meteor, which is Rayquaza and Salamance's signature moves. The fact that it is this move is again tied to Rayquaza, good sign. Rayquaza is like the biggest. I don't want to say the biggest legendary. Yeah, you could say that. They gave him the cover Emerald, the biggest legendary in the third generation. Is it my favorite legendary of the third generation? Probably not. I probably like Kyogre or more. And that's just me being a Sapphire baby. When I first played through Ruby and Sapphire, I picked up Sapphire. When I was old enough to buy my own games, I picked up Ruby. And then when Ultra Ruby over Sapphire came out, picked up Sapphire first and then picked up Ruby. Rayquaza, again, a move being in the game is dope to hear, dope to see that they're actually moving forward to putting these guys in the game. Psycho Boost, which is Deoxys signature move. Again, I believe Deoxys is a mythical Pokemon. I'm not too sure, but I'm 100% sure it's mythical. In my brain it is. But again, to know that they are implementing these mythical Pokemon as well as legendary Pokemon and testing the waters on them is great to see. Again, all this stuff is not live and we can't see it in the game, but of course they're working on it in-house in Niantic, and I'm pretty sure they're going to try to squeeze them out and pop them out pretty sweet. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you think they're going to basically implement mythical Pokemon, and your thoughts on Rayquaza and how they're going to implement them. I think they're going to kind of do the same thing that they did with the legendary birds. With the legendary beasts, they made it that all of them went live at the same time and they're just moving to different areas. I think with the legendary, with Kyogre, Rayquaza, and Groudon, we are going to have them stay live for the whole world to catch that specific one, and then it move around, kind of again how they did the legendary birds. But we still haven't, we've gotten Lugia, but we haven't gotten Ho-Oh, which to me is kind of whoa. Like, we can't talk about Gen 3 legendaries, to me anyway, unless we get that, finish up what Gen 2 have to offer, or even talk about Gen 3 mythical Pokemon until we get to Gen 1 mythical Pokemon. It would be a real bummer to see them add Deoxys and make them catchable before they made Mew catchable. I don't think they're going to do that, but again, who knows? It says these moves are, again, not yet usable nor visible in the APK mega data file, but they do confirm that Gen 3 is in development and chugging along nicely. Again, claps to Niantic for keeping up and actually, you know, adding this stuff to the game. I can't wait to see it really implemented and working in the game, but again, it's good to know that they're working on it. It says, as the evolution evolves further, so does the Pokemon's evolution requirements and conditions. A new property has been added on the Pokemon's code definitions, dubbed KM Buddy Distance Requirement. This is already in effect for Espeon and Obeon evolutionary lines, but it is supported that it has been extended to all Pokemon species. We speculate that Gen 3 will have a few new species that require a buddy distance in order to evolve. Now, what this is basically saying is that you're gonna have to take a Pokemon like, let's use Eevee for example. You want Eevee to evolve into Espeon. You're gonna have to walk a certain buddy distance with Eevee as your buddy Pokemon in order to get that evolution to Espeon. I think that's a great idea. I'm kind of worrisome on which Pokemon they're gonna give it to. I actually have no clue on which Pokemon they would give it to because of the fact of how candies are implemented, and they are continually sticking to this candy idea where you get candies for Pokemon and you do get candies for as placing a Pokemon as your buddy Pokemon and walking a certain distance. To see it that you have to place him as your buddy Pokemon, walk that certain distance, I'm wondering, will that would just spark an evolution, or do you still have to spend candies on the Pokemon after you walk that certain distance? I think it works best again for Eevee with Pokemon with multiple evolutions. I think in Gen 3 there is this one guy who evolves, and if you have an extra Pokeball in your slot, he evolves. A different Pokemon comes out into that slot as well. I think that will work well for a Pokemon like that, maybe. But again, I'm unsure and can't really pin on what Pokemon they want to have this requirement for, or what species we're going to be seeing get updated to now have this buddy system. If any Pokemon, my best bet would be Eevee. But then again, how do you judge the evolutions to have like a walking distance? Do you place Umbreon over Espeon and stuff like that? Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, and if I'm completely wrong on this, because again, I'm just on the outside looking in. I think it would be kind of dope to see them do this. At the same time, I kind of want to see it better, not explained, but better understanding of how this feature is going to fully work. Going on, it says Pokemon GO now issues Unity 2017.1. Although it does not guaranteed performances improvements, it does guaranteed several Unity related bug fixes. One of those fixes is the background audio fix, which is now active and working. Finally, we can listen to music without interruptions and volume drops while playing. Again, this is one of my hugest complaints about the game. It's not really a complaint. What I do is just I jump in with my audio already low, and then jump into the Pokemon app and then crank the audio all the way up to bypass this. But again, it is great to know that they are fixing a bug like this. I didn't really know it was a bug, but I'm glad that the background audio is fixed. I'm one of the people who play Pokemon GO, headphones on, blasting with music and not listening to the in-game Pokemon GO music. So again, this is a great patch, again, to see that this is worked on. I am 100% with that. It says, we expect to see improved performance and less reduced hogging in the future in the APK. Okay, moving on, they also say the Blacklist tweaks. It says, Niantic has released a few teas and new security features earlier this month, popularly titled App Blacklist. In short, the game now loads a list of installed apps your phone and refuses to work if it detects one of these blacklisted apps. The following code was added in / modified in this release, hinting at a more robust blacklist management. Again, for anyone who spoofs in Pokemon GO and cheats, basically Niantic is on the hunt to knock these players out. Again, you guys know how I feel about cheating in a game. I really don't mind it, again, if you are using it to play or access stuff that you cannot play or have access to. And I don't mind it if, again, you're not hurting anyone. In this case of Pokemon GO, the fact that they have to place man hours and have people working on stuff like this, and that affects on how quickly we get Gen 3 or quickly they work on PvP and trading and stuff like that, then yeah, you kind of are affecting other people's play experience. Also, when you're spoofing and you do claim gyms that people are in that community are playing, and no one's around playing the game, but those gyms are being taken over right away while you basically are taking over that gym, kind of sucks, again, because you're not in that area. I know you are using Pokemon that you caught in the game to actually battle, and it's not like you're just taking over the gym with a manual switch, but you are using Pokemon that you caught potentially while spoofing, and also candy that you gain from the Pokemon while spoofing. Mind you, I have friends who do it, and those friends, oddly enough, are the people who actually pay for microtransactions. So I can't be 100% mad at them, because again, they are paying for the game and helping towards the payment of the game somehow by giving back. And I don't want to get too deep into this right now as far as should people be allowed to spoof and not allowed to spoof? But at the same token, it just must be talked about, especially if we are talking about updates that include topics such as that. Moving on, smaller changes. We have better memory management, animation, object fixtures, several updates and textures. Check them out here at the image, and that's pretty much it as far as what they found in the data mine. But that is not it. Pokemon Go Hub, you guys are busting y'all balls and doing great work, because they also found that Ho-Ho and Celebi 3D models are discovered in the app's network traffic. It says, trainers, hold on to your seats. The hype train is officially departing, as discovered and verified by Charles, a Pokemon Go dev data miner. Ho-Ho and Celebi new 3D models are now officially on Niantic servers. The data was obtained by tricking the game's client to think that the player's Pokedex already displayed Ho-Ho and Celebi as caught. Once the new trick was successful, Charles was able to render 3 new 3D models for normal Ho-Ho, shiny Ho-Ho, and Celebi. Now, wait, what? Shiny Ho-Ho? Oh, I am the thought of a shiny legendary Pokemon is amazing to be in Pokemon Go. Mind you, I could be wrong. I do believe we do got shiny legendary dogs and the shiny legendary of the birds, but it is one of those things that now stepping into Gen 3, them literally making all of Gen 3 right now, that is the ghost Pokemon that is catchable, really available to catch as shiny. I think that they are getting loose and goose about this shiny Pokemon being in the game, and I really do hope that this means that potentially people can jump into a raid battle and it be a shiny raid battle boss. I think that would be dope and amazing for people who do enjoy hunting these raid bosses down. I personally don't have any legendaries yet, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad how they implement these legendary raid bosses. I think it's a dope idea for people, in the Pokemon Go community to band together to try to take down this boss. Again, I am a huge fan of Destiny and those raid battles and stuff like that. Again, I do like the idea. Is it 100% solid? No, but again, I do think that is a dope way for them to distribute legendary Pokemon, and I am not mad that they're finding Ho-Ho and shiny Ho-Ho in the game. And Ho-Ho is the last generation 2 Pokemon that is classified as a legendary that we don't have. I think that they're going to do that again in November 1 because Ho-Ho does look like a flying turkey. Also, because of the movie I Choose You being aired on Disney DX, and also it being in theaters, I think and Ho-Ho being the star of that movie, I think is a perfect time to add him to Pokemon Go to, again, ignite the flame of Pokemon will, have people running out and playing, even though this Halloween event had a lot of people playing anyway. And it says, but beware, their 2D icons, Pokemon sprites, are still not in the game. Once these get added, we can start speculating about potential release dates. Additionally, remember that both normal and shiny Mewtwo sprites are in the game, but we never had opportunities to catch a shiny Mewtwo. Again, that's just clarification that we do get shinies here and there in Pokemon Go, but not all get available. It says, with that in mind, keep your hype in check and enjoy the pictures. Click for very large versions of it. I'm not gonna click, I'm just gonna scroll down, and it does tell you the CP of these Pokemon. Again, I'm gonna have a link to this in the description below so you guys can check it out. So, like always, let me know what your thoughts is on all of this news I just kind of ran through. Let me know what you think about the regular Pokemon news from PokemonLive.com as far as the bug fixes and the stuff that we have gotten as far as the Pokemon being able to power up to the max PC. You can rejoin raid battles without basically having to restart the battle. Let me know about the moves and all of that, as far as the 7 new moves that's been added to the APK. Let me know if you hype about the music in the background being fixed, and about this buddy distance, making it now available so that it could be a part of Pokemon's evolution requirements. And of course, let me know about the elephant in the room, Ho-Ho, and shiny Ho-Ho and Celebi 3D models being discovered in the game. Again, let me know all that in the comment section below. Like always, I'm Daddy Gamer Fred on Instagram and Twitter, and you can bring the conversation there. I'm the American Gamer in Switzerland, right here on YouTube. And yes, I'm gonna be doing a ton of these Pokemon Go news update videos. The best place to catch them all is with a subscription. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell if you want to be notified on the next time I drop a video. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next Pokemon Go news update video. I know this one was a long one, and I kind of squeezed all the Pokemon Go information that we got today into one video, but if there are more news, I'm going to probably shoot out another video. So again, peace, and see you guys on the next Pokemon Go news update video, and let's all enjoy Pokemon.